Here's the video for Aeneid Book 4, lines 173. So we start out, and we have the description of rumor. And so extemplo is immediately. Rumor goes, it is just from eo ire, through the great cities of Libya. And it's a word picture here because you have Fama going literally through the great cities. She's placed in between the words. Rumor, by which any other evil is not swifter, flourishes by means of her mobility, of her moving, and she adquiret, she gains strength by going. So the more she moves, the more, the stronger she gets. At first, she is small because of fear, and soon she lifts herself into the breezes and goes on the ground and puts her head among the clouds. So she is growing in strength and in size. And remember that she is a personification of what a rumor is, right? So the more people pass a rumor, the bigger it becomes, the more complex it becomes, the uglier it becomes. And so she starts passing from people to people all over the place. Through 197. Okay. I want to zoom, but how do I zoom? Well, it appears that I cannot zoom. So I'm just going to keep going. So line 178 is up there at the top underneath my toolbar, so I can't really see it. But we have Earth as a parens, right, as her parent, gave birth to her extremum last, having provoked, I hope that says in ritata because I can't really see it right now, by the anger, should say ira deorum of the gods, as they say, as they suppose, right? So she, Earth is going to give birth to her last, as a sister of Coeus and Enceladus, who are Titans. She is swift by her feet, by means of her feet, swift with her feet and with her swift wings. She's a huge, horrendous monster. For her, who, maybe like, so we maybe say, for whom there are as many feathers on her body as watchful eyes below. Miraculous to say. Little interjection there from Virgil, just making sure I didn't miss anything, right? So this is talking about how Earth, Terra, gives birth to rumor as like a punishment. She's like retribution for the treatment of the Titans. So she's the last one to come. Okay, where are we? Lost my place. Okay, so as many tongues, the same number of mouths roar, and she perks up as many ears. At night, she flies in the middle of, or in between the sky and the lands through the gloom, shrieking, and does not lower her eyes to sweet sleep. These could be either dative or ablative, because let's see, third declension adjective. I'm going to say they're ablatives. She does not lower her eyes. Well, they could be dative. I'm not going to ask you about that. In the day, in the luke, by day, she sits as a guard, either on the summit of the highest roofs or on the lofty towers, and terrorizes the great cities. And she is as tenacious a messenger of crooked untruth, or crooked, fiction and untruth, as she is, a tenacious messenger of the truth, right? So rumor passes true things just as efficiently as she passes false things. And then this one, meaning Fama, then fills the people with multiplex gossip, right? So multifaceted gossip, rejoicing. So this one, rejoicing, fills the people with the gossip. And equally, she was singing of fact and fiction. And singing comes from your head. So that's your verb of the head, and we start an indirect statement. So she was singing that. Aeneas, having arisen from Trojan blood, had come, to which man beautiful Dido chose to join herself. She was also singing that now they while away the winter among themselves in luxury, right, or in excess, however long that winter is. Quam sit longa there, with the sit kind of gapped out. She's also singing that they are unmindful of their kingdoms, and they are seized by a shameful desire. So they're sort of snuggling up in the palace over the course of the winter, kind of being negligent of their duties. Everywhere the foul, right? The foul, gross, disgusting goddess spreads this into the mouths or the lips of men. And immediately she turns her courses to the king Earbus and inflames his mind with her words and heaps up his angers. All right, so Earbus has been spurned by Dido when she first arrives in Carthage. He wants to marry her. She's like, oh, you know what? No thanks. And now Earbus is going to carry that grudge.